K&N, it's like a rich office. This is cool.
That's wild.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
Engineers were thinking.
Yeah. Get her done. So we can produce 2,700 of them and then shut down. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I don't think my truck looks official enough. So let's change that. Today on CSP, we are going to continue with our turbo kit development. Specifically, we're going to mock up and plan out our manifolds. Now no one will pull me over. She's out. Oh man.
Get that out of there.
Hey. Or keep it. Those cats are big. Those are big kitty cats. There's some room. Could do a big single right there.
I'm saying, if you didn't care about this trunk area, you could do so much.
Yeah.
There's so much room back here. You could even put like an air-to-water core back here.
Yeah.
Like a big one.
Yeah. Indeed.
Kind of interesting. Like, that's it. You put the turbo in front of the air inlet, right there. Exhaust comes in from the factory manifold. And air-to-water core.
Eric, you might be onto something here.
I mean, it's not going to be as bolt-on as the kit as we're planning. That would be a little more extreme kit.
Yeah.
It takes the turbos a little farther away from the engine, but you get a better space for a core.
You can probably...
And get cold air literally from the ducts.
Yeah.
Because these unbolt too. You could make your own attachment.
Huh.
Really, I would just put a filter on it, and then it would be in front of those ducts. Because that's non-filtered air there. Get that, right? Like anywhere in here, because there's room to do like a U. You'd even have an X-plane. Just go right into a large air-to-water core back here.
We need to have like symmetrical turbos, I think.
It would look better.
Like if you get the exhaust, you know, on the downside on one, and then you could...
It's easy to do without it though, because this one would do a little U up to the other one, and then this one would be straighter, like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could do it either way. And then this compressor housing would angle down like this, whereas this one would come from up top. But
You'd probably have to get rid of the factory catback, but you could probably freaking, you know, just do it. Like if you got rid of the factory catback,
you could modify this.
You could probably use the factory
Cut them right there.
exhaust manifold.
Yeah, cut them right there and go in. But you could use a factory exhaust manifold. That's the benefit to that. It would be an off-road only.
Yeah, because you'd have to get rid of the cats. I mean, I like what we're planning already, so that's fine. But that's a cool idea. That would be a cool looking. Imagine putting, you know, just plexiglass in here or something, so you have a window, and then so you pop your trunk, and then there's two turbos just chilling out right there.
We don't even need plexiglass because this is all engine bay area now.
Yeah.
Take the carpet out. It's got me thinking. Do I want them to do mine a little differently?
I don't know.
I could do that at home on a weekend. Like that's
Yeah.
just straight pipe. And they're oilless turbos.
Yeah, I mean, we could have them straight up and down too if we...
Just put them like this.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. No, I'd like them pulling air from that. Because those on bolt, look, 210s. And that duct comes off.
I like what we're doing because we got to get the wastegate and stuff
for
in there, and
kit,
yeah.
Up there is way better.
Yeah.
Wastegate would be easy to plumb in though if you had them back here. You have all that tube.
If it fits, it ships. Eric, lay down.
You can't put any weight on this back here.
Oh, well, so much for putting bodies in the back, I guess.
Yeah, and they might fall into the muffler.
Did you find out that you can't put weight on it by like stepping on my car?
Well, I was like, this feels a little uneasy. I don't want to like go through the floor.
Did it start cracking?
Oh.
Did it start cracking
I
and
think
you
maybe
go,
it
oh,
started cracking.
there's a hole in my trunk now?
Like that.
That's pretty cool. The coil pack mounts. Is that like cast part of the block?
No.
Or mount that bolts on.
It's pretty neat though.
It's like a sub-harness built into it.
I think the exact same thing mirrored on this side.
Basically mirror images,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it would be.
I mean, are we putting it right in the center? Because if it's in the center, it could probably be the same damn pipe.
Well, it'll still be a mirror image. It's going to go between cylinders 5 and 7 and 6 and 8, basically. Yeah, it'll be.
Okay. What I was saying was if it was between like 2 and 4, or 3 and 5. If it was that symmetric, we could have
You
one
just don't have
manifold.
space for that, right?
Not enough forward space.
Yeah.
For an air filter and stuff.
Yeah.
What's going on, Andrew?
What's up? Welcome to the party.
Thank you. Thanks
Part
for
of
having
our turbo development. We're going to make this turbo kit out of PVC pipe. That sounds good, right, guys? It's going to hold up to the heat, right?
me. It's high temp stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great. So it should be cheap. Cheap.
Affordable and built to last.
That's right.
When it breaks, you just go down. If it does break, just go right down to Home Depot and buy yourself some.
Wait.
PVC
You said
glue.
when.
When?
You said
If.
when.
If.
You said when, though. I feel like maybe we should use, like, actual metal then.
Maybe.
But we'll mock it up with this. So what are you making? This
So this is a high-tech adapter inside an adapter inside an adapter.
Oh,
So now we can
great
go-
fitment.
No gaps at trailer speed and performance.
That's right.
Fitment is key.
Looking interesting.
Yeah, it's coming along.
Okay, so yeah, that's definitely sitting back a smidge too far.
Yeah, I think we want to come forward to closer, like maybe put this closer to that head bolt there.
Yeah.
So we'll cut like maybe like 3 inches out of the piece of pipe in there, scoot that on forward, and that should bring the center of this more like here.
Yeah.
My precision pointer. We might want to bring the angle up a little bit, but like, would you want to rotate that more vertical?
I don't know.
Like, I guess
Like it's
that's what
we do want some space away from the body or the engine, and we do want to fit a wastegate, pipe in there. So I mean, if this comes out at an angle and has room for the wastegate, then that's obviously going to be very important.
like that would be straight up and down, then, or pretty close to it. What's nice is then you could potentially, if your turbo's up here, you want to position a wastegate in such a way that we can get in whatever little bit of downpipe connection we have.
Yeah.
That way all that stuff's vented right back through the cats like it
Yep.
needs to be.
How's that?
That's pretty close.
You might still have to go back a little farther with the towards the rear of the car. Move
Yeah.
this back. Okay.
We're running out of filter space.
Okay, let's see if that kind of lines up.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with like a log style. Yeah, that looks good. It looks like we got good clearance, and then we'll be able to mock up where we want the turbo and the wastegate to go right off of the log. We could use this on both sides.
Right.
We better just double check, but
I mean, I can't see,
I don't
but I would
see it.
assume so.
I don't see any issues, so it looks good. So now that we've figured out the base for our manifold, we have a lot more work to do with it. We're going to have a temp sent out and work with that. I've been trying to design the right intercooler that's going to work with our manifold turbo kit. We're also thinking of making it a combo of the manifold, where it's basically taking the manifold's place and going straight to the exhaust, and also a high mount version that if you don't have the engine appearance package or a convertible, so if you don't have either of those, you'd be able to route it up higher so you can really see the turbos, and even work that with an oiled turbo that can drain right into the valve cover without having to like drill your pan and stuff like that, or use a scavenge pump to bump the oil back up into the valve cover and not have to drill your pan. We want the kit to be something very functional. But I'm going to show you my intercooler design, and forgive me because it's drawn in Paint 3D. I don't have dimensions yet because we still need to fit certain things, but this is what we're going to work with. And it doesn't look like much, but when we start rotating this bad boy, check this out. So it's going to be a dual pass intercooler where we get the inlet from the turbos right up here, passes through the heat exchanger, and then ends up going through the heat exchanger again on the colder side, because we're going to feed the cold fluid in on this side, and then straight to the throttle body. Going to be really cool and should fit the place of the factory air box. So we'll be using filters on the turbos themselves instead of, like, I don't know where else you try to use it on a turbo kit. I mean, we put filters there. That's just how it's going to be. So I'm really excited about this, and combine this with an interchiller, and away we go. So guys, that's where we're going to end today's turbo development. Basically, we're creating a header delete pipe. It's just going to be a log for right now that connects to all the primaries, and we're going to then fit where we want the flanges for the turbo and the wastegate on each side. That way it's a little bit, you know, the base is modular, and from that we can develop our better header system. Now obviously this is taking a little bit more time. We didn't rush into it like some places that just like threw it on the exhaust and say, hey, here you go. I mean, it's cool to have the first one, but we want to be better. So we're doing something that's going to be a little bit modular, where we'll have our turbo, you know, stealth kit that could sit under the carbon fiber panels of the engine appearance package, or we'll have the ability to change it to a high mount kit, which should be really visible and really fun. Hopefully the heat load won't melt the hatch, because that would be awful. Now Eric's going to test that, so we'll see if our pre-production burns down or not. In other great news, because there's some really cool news here, we are working with Crawford Racing in developing a piggyback ECU system for the car. More info on that coming up on the channel as we get a little bit closer to development. But you know, if we can't tune it one way, we're going to tune it another. So we're going to get this stuff done. And in other news, behind me is the Red Lemon, or what was known as Red Lemon, now just known as Red, because we got that thing all sorted out. She is kicking ass and taking names, and she's on her way to the new owner. At least tonight she leaves, and hopefully tomorrow morning the new owner will be, you know, hopping inside this beautiful you know, car that we've cleaned up so nicely. I can't believe how nice this thing really turned out. I hope the video does it justice, but it's like, it's so nice now compared to where it came from. It's nice. It's like really nice. The carpet's a little faded, but you know, everything else is really nice about it. And I really hope that the new owner enjoys this thing, because now it's a really nice piece, and it's so weird to see it go. Honestly, it's a little sad to see it go, because it is a turbo Corvette, but that means that we're just going to have to make the C8 that turbo Corvette, and obviously you're watching this video because you want to see that happen too. And well, stay tuned, because we'll be revealing more about our turbo kit in upcoming videos, and I hope to see you there. Okay guys, have a great day. See you on the next one.